I'm Roy Dyson, and this is my informative speech. Alright, have you ever played an instrument or been curious on trying to learn a new instrument? Maybe you've gone through a store looking at different instruments to find the right one for you. I did this at one time in my life, and I came upon the selection of a piano. Now, when you first look at a piano, you're sitting there looking at it, trying to figure out how it works, what the hell it is, and who would come up with such a thing. Well, if you've never seen a piano, or if you have, you might not understand the way the piano works, so I'll try to explain it to you. Alright, the piano is a musical instrument which is played by a means of a keyboard. Widely used in Western music for solo performance, ensemble use, chamber music, and accompaniment. The piano is also very popular as an aid to composing and rehearsal. Although not very portable and often expensive, the piano's versatility has made it one of the most familiar musical instruments. Though you can buy cheaper, more movable pianos like this one, which is usually called a keyboard, but it doesn't have the same sound as a bigger, more acoustic piano. Now, on an acoustic piano, when you press down on the key of a piano, the keyboard causes a felt-covered hammer to strike steel strings. The hammers rebound, allowing the strings to continue vibrating in the resonant frequency. These vibrations are transmitted through a bridge to the sounding board that couples the acoustic energy to the air so that it can be heard as a sound. When the key is released, a damper stops the strings' vibrations, causing the sound to stop. Pianos are sometimes classified as both percussion and stringed instruments for this reason specifically. According to the Hornspiel-Sachs method of musical classification, they are grouped with chordophones. The word piano itself is shortened from the word pianoforte, which is seldom used except in formal language and derived from the original Latin name for the instrument, clavis malleo, or harpsichord, with calm and strong sounds. This refers to the instrument's responsiveness to keyboard touch, which allows the pianist to produce notes at different dynamic levels by controlling the speed with which the hammers hit the strings. The piano is founded on earlier technological innovations. The first strings instruments were struck strings with hammered dulcimers originating from the Persian traditional musical instrument satyr. During the Middle Ages, there were several attempts at creating string keyboard instruments with struck strings. The earliest being the hurdy-gurdy, which has uncertain origins. By the 17th century, the mechanism of the keyboard instrument, such as the clavichord and the harpsichord, were well known. In a clavichord, the strings are struck by tangents, while the harpsichord are plucked by quills. Century of works on the mechanism of the harpsichord, in particular, had shown the most effective ways to construct the case, soundboard, bridge, and keyboard. Now, the invention of the modern piano is actually credited to Bartolomeo Cristofori from Italy, who was employed by Prince Ferdinand as the keeper of the instruments. He was an expert harpsichord maker and was well acquainted with the previous body knowledge on string keyboard instruments. It is not known exactly when he first built a piano, but an inventory made by his employers, by the Medici family, indicates the existence of a piano by the year 1700. Although other documents would say that it was around 1698, but they can't be proven. Now, there are still 3 of these original pianos that survive today from the 1720s. All in all, the piano itself is one of the most amazing and uniquely designed instruments even today. It has been through centuries and changed slightly throughout the years. Thanks to its ability to cover so many scales, it will continue to be used for years to come in homes, concerts, and even the music industry itself. For those reasons, I will continue using and will continue to consider it one of my most favorite instruments of all. Just one down.